Hello folks. How are you all doing? Hey? Right, so this isn't a doing stuff video, this is a done stuff video. Firstly, check out the new camera. I'll show it to you in a minute. They're much older, but made in Japan, slightly better spec version of the one I had before. It's bloody lovely. Bloody lovely. It's a bit worn and tattered, but I've got it in eBay for an absolute song, so I'm well chuffed with that. We should get on a little bit better with this one, if I don't mess it up. So strictly not going down a hole with us until it's nice and dry down there. Anywho's, still haven't got my wires completely tidy, but we've got everything hooked up apart from the float switches, because we're not in a position to run the float switches yet. Pump's running on manual override, so we'll flick that off for a second. That's the only way it'll run at the minute, on manual override. Oh, it's pretty dark down there. Wouldn't it be nice if we had some lights? It's much better at night. It's like an enchanted well at night, but yeah, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. It makes a difference when you're down there though. My bowson seat, lads, really bloody handy. That metal thing was quite handy for hanging pumps off and testing the pumps. So it has had use, but it's absolutely shite for working on. So I was working on the ladder, and then I figured, you know, this was a much better way of doing it. Yeah, nice, works nice, really comfy as well. So we got the the lift is running off this box now. Makes it a bit safer. I still need to. I was going to put my power and the water line on a pylon. I don't actually remember, a long time ago when I first started this, I had everything on pylons, didn't I? And that worked quite nicely. Just everything else at that point didn't work nicely. I've got some guttering running all the way up here. This is push fit guttering. I've got a bilge fan there. I had to just monkey the 63mm PVC to fit over that 3-inch blower, but that works quite nicely. A little bit loud. I mean, like maybe bilge fans always are loud. But we'll run her up. I should have my harness on. There we go. One bilge fan's worth of ventilation. That's an extractor that's gone all the way down to the bottom. I'll show you the bottom in a minute if you like, but I was just charging the battery up for the other shitty little cameras that I have. Oh yeah, and Struth Almighty, I almost forgot to say, yeah, a lot of you commented on the potential for a bit of tasty build up in the box, so I stuck a couple of louver panels on it. Should help, I don't know, I'll monitor it, yeah? If the paint starts peeling off the outside, we'll add a fan. But you're quite right, that was an oversight on my part, thank you for picking up on that. Right, last time either of these were switched on was, I don't know, getting on for 2 chuffing years ago now. So the battery's flat, you know, I didn't plan ahead, came to pick this up and the battery's obviously doesn't last 2 years in one of these Chinese knockoff GoPros, but I'd rather get this covered in shit than the beautiful new Canon what are you called? Legria. It's nice and heavy, you know. Nice and heavy. Even the LCD display's got a beautiful picture on it. God, I love this thing already. Helmet cam. Okay, and we can use the helmet cam to have a look at this. Whoa, this absolute beauty of a Legria. Hey, such a lovely camera. I mean, I do like a nice camera. It's just never seems like there's much point getting anything nice for the shed. Are you going to be able to see what I'm seeing? I suppose you want to intersect the focal points a little bit more, because we'll be going down the hole and looking at things relatively close, won't we? Eh? There we go. Let's hope that's all right. Yeah. So what's his chops? Dale digs down under. He said something about flaming koalas and Struth Almighty. Little bit of a hazard working at the top of that hole, so I already had a full harness. It's quite easy when I'm in the bowson's chair just to hook that onto the the hook that the bowson chair's hooked onto anyway. Yeah, so there's, you know, it's not going to save me if the cable breaks, but that's 8mm wire rope, so if I break that, I've had way too many pies, haven't I? Yeah, and on the you know, it's actually worked out to be quite handy. I've got all my cable tied to the harness. Even cable tied the winch remote there, isn't it? That's very convenient. So it's working out quite well, accidentally, but working out quite well. I'm gonna have to make a little tool handbag for working down there though, because I'll go down and forget something, and that lift's so bloody slow. It's, you know, takes me a few minutes to get all the way down and then all the way back up again when I realise I forgot my cutters, and my teeth are getting a bit too ropey to. You know, too many fillings in there to be trying to strip wire with my teeth anymore, you know. Hey, anyway, look at that absolute beast, and it came already with a clear filter on the lens, so that's good. Hopefully I can get this thing to last a little bit. And it came in a lovely little carry case as well, so you know, oh, what a sweet little camera. Anyway, what's this knob do? I better not touch it. Anyway, let's go down the hole, see what's what. Yeah, how do I turn this thing off? Still getting accustomed to it all. So yeah, this video, consider this video a little bit of a catch up and me fucking around on my new cameras and just seeing if we can get a video out of 2 cameras put together at the same time. We did try before. Okay, helmet camera only now. Dial digs down under. We'll just take it off, check whether it's still working. Sorry, it's gone black. Yeah, still on. That's good. Battery's still good. Magic. Yeah, so really, we've got this motor here. I do have to fill that in and compact it a little bit before I start tunneling underneath. I can just see, you know, a couple of you have mentioned it as well, something bad's going to happen, and look at all those fucking mosquitoes as well. What a disaster, what a disaster. So what we got here, right, we're not going to have the fan on when we go down there. We can put the lights on though. Lift's already on. Pump, don't need the pump on right now. Here it's working though. Alrighty tidy. A little bit awkward getting into this thing, but it's nice and comfy once I'm in there. If I had gloves on, I'd probably. The thing is, I'm wearing so many snags that it's. I don't really like the idea of jumping through the chair whilst I'm over the hole. It's quite easy just to. What's going on? Oh, I switched my remote off. Yeah, because I'll go into the house wearing this just to get a cup of tea or whatever, or answer my perfect missus's demands, you know, as is every fella's duty. And I'll get assaulted by the kids and they'll try and pull all the cable ties out of my rig. Morris likes leading me around like I'm a dog as well. Look, I can just raise it up now. I'm sat in it. Down the hole we go, folks. Down the hole. Okay. Oh, this is the bit I don't like. When that cable sorted itself out. Ugh. Okay, so we've got a bit of a better. Oh, I hadn't noticed that. Okay, yeah, perhaps I need to put a bit of tape around that or something. Beautiful extractor. Oh, I should clip all these cable ties as well, shouldn't I? I should probably do that before I make a video, shouldn't I? Oh well. Oh well. I'll dig down under. Gumtree, fill me in about your history. Gumtree, for I'd like to know Well, you've been here 200 years and you've seen many a song. There we go, there's one of the brass non-return rails. Take a little stop to look at that. Yeah, this cage worked quite nicely. I think, you know, for a temporary measure it's tidy enough, isn't it? One of those little 4x4 lights. Okay, so this is the last hole, the last pipe section. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, I meant to grab this earlier. This is the old, the Mighty Mattock. it's not done too badly considering what. How long has it been down here? Fair old time, eh? How are you? Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'd say the edges come off it, isn't it? Let's take that back up and see what it looks like. The geometry of this, don't know if you remember, was developed, and this one is good for digging down. Yeah, so we'll not make another nice one until I've tried it going horizontally. But you know, I would like to remake a couple of these. We might have to try and see if better geometries are better at horizontal, but you know, there's some similar French mining picks, a bit like this, I suppose. Did get a French mining axe for sort of doing the shoring and that. Not for this project. It was really because it is cheap and it was a bit of a weird construction. But yeah, again, a very short crank handle like this for swinging things in tight spaces. But we've got a big pneumatic tunnelling pick anyway, haven't we? We've got a couple of them. Oh, God, we're going to fire them up. So, once I've sorted the water outside, we come down here and mark these 3 pipes, and then cut the. Oh no! First we've got to pour the floor. We've got to pour the floor and put the sump in right underneath me. Then I can hook this up with the pump, which is underwater in a minute. So pump still going well. Nice little pump, that seems to work quite nicely. Yeah, once the floor and the sump is in, I can sort that out with its floats and the signal wires going up to the box, and then the poured floor will stop this bottom ring from collapsing. I will put braces just to be safe, because these are tongue and groove together, if you remember, so we shouldn't get any movement in these two, because the ones above and below will stop them from moving. But you know, I don't want to risk that. It kind of seems sensible to put some braces. It's going to make it awkward working down here, though, isn't it? Eh? But we'll do that. And what? Then we'll cut this bloody door out, and we're away, aren't we? I've got to get some waterproofing on the precast for the door frame. Yeah. We're nearly there, folks. We're nearly going horizontal, aren't we? You know, that's what everyone says on in the comments. Oh, I can't wait to go horizontal for, you know, we nearly are. We're nearly. We're not actually doing it, are we? So, yeah, another couple of weeks, folks, and we should be into the tunnelling. Let's take her back up, eh? A bit of John Williamson, eh? And the pick. I've been around the world a couple of times, or maybe more. I've seen the sights, I've had delights on every foreign shore. But when my mates have asked me the place that I adore, I tell them right away, what do we talk about? Give me a place among the gum trees with lots of plum trees. Oh, sheep or two and a kangaroo, koala around the back, a koala something else, and an old rocking chair. Safe first round the corner and oh, that little bit where it gets to the end of the winch drum and then pops itself over the cable gets me every time. Even if I'm looking at it, even if I'm waiting for it to happen. You can see those two dings on the fair leads as well. That's because I'll put the winch up a little bit too high. I still haven't got rid of this. Oh, we can use the pick, can't we? Look at this. This is like the perfect tool for absolutely buggering up the thread that I've bonded in there. Yeah, let's perhaps not do that. Alright, old digs down under. Some they live in mansions and some beneath the ground. For me, you know, I trade it all. Yeah, I mean, as much as I feel safe wearing the harness, we've winched each other up at work with these things plenty of times in the past, and they're really not comfortable. I think in the working at heights courses and that, they warn you about the dangers of actually being in one of these harnesses, and they reckon you've got you know, you've got a matter of 15 minutes or something before you're at risk of crush injuries or whatever from having your arteries cut off by the crappy leg straps. Certainly wouldn't choose to be to fall down the hole, even if I was wearing the harness, is all I'm saying. Anyway, let's off all that for a bit, and that's it, folks. Maybe I'll come out in an hour or two and get you a little shot down the hole. Would you like that? Yeah, I'll do that for you lot. Okay, top of the hole in the dark with the new camera, with the new old camera. Hey, it doesn't get much dodgier than this. Can't even bloody... Oh, yeah, we're not dead yet. Oh. Look at that, yeah. Well, there we go, folks. Anyway, it's nice and dark. There's my black hole. Oh, yeah. There's my black hole. There it is. Hey. Little bit of a difference. It was getting quite gloomy down there. It's alright when the sun's directly above you, but it's not all day that happens, is it, eh? Oh well, that's it. Well, let's go back in the shed for a minute. Right, yeah, okay, so that's it for today. Progress, you know, so another one of those little jobs crossed off. What we got to do? Yeah, we've been through what we got to do next. Get rid of that water. Throw a bit more mud in there to stop the water coming back. Just so there's not a huge moat every time it rains. You know, you know, rainy season. I mean, every season's rainy season in Lincolnshire, eh? But well, it's particularly wet at the minute. This is the first day where it hasn't rained at all in I don't know, as long as I can remember, and when it's been raining, it's really been raining, you know. But that's it. Okay, we'll just sort that out, and then we go down at the bottom. We might even get the sump in the next video. Imagine that, if we get the sump in and the floor poured, we're away. I'm thinking about it. I have to, you know, I said I had to cut out the three sections for the doorway. Yeah, the actual sequence needs to be the bottom section, cut that first, then pour the floor, because the concrete will get in the way of me getting down nice and low with the grinder, wouldn't it? It would be impossible, wouldn't it, or near enough. I'd end up having to chisel the concrete out, and that has the potential to cause damage to the section that we're keeping. Obviously we got the nice tunnel picks. They'd go through it easy enough, wouldn't they? But yeah, it's just you know, the concern I have for damaging the pipe that's remaining there. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it. I'll give it a little bit more think, but I do think we have to cut out that bottom section first, then pour the floor and put the sump in. I'll try and get it done this week. Pretty exciting, you know. Cutting the doors is an exciting bit. It's kind of monumental. It's the first step in going horizontal, really, isn't it? So even if we don't cut all 3 sections of the pipe for the doorway, we'll at least have made the first start on the horizontal progress. And if we've got the floor and the sump in, then the hole is dry or dryish. It'll have a little puddle here and there, but you know, nominally dry. no longer a well. Yeah, that's the point at which it stops being a well, really, isn't it? We can hook the float switches up, and there should never be standing water at the bottom of the shaft again until the pump fails, which is, you know, just going to happen sooner or later, isn't it? We'll have to deal with that when it happens. All right, okay. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, a little fun snippet of the progress there, and we'll catch you all again soon. See you later, folks. Bye bye.